Yo folks, welcome to the channel. In today's video, we'll be talking about NSFW waifus in the tactical RPG Legend Clover. We'll be covering tier list, best units at gameplay, and more. Also, if you played Languisher, you should be familiar. Let's jump right into this, go into the gacha, go to the waifu section, details, talk about their loveliness. We got Nero right here in that black dress looking ever so lovely. We got Lubu right here. Man, she is absolutely stunning as well. Now that we've seen some of the waifus, cover the H scenes a little bit later, the naughty stuff, if you know what I mean, and jump right into the gameplay. We're going to go to the Berkelire Mountain. This is the next chapter we're going to embark upon. There's some loading screens, nothing too cumbersome. If you're wondering the size of the game, it's like 4 gigs. So rather hefty. I think most of the girth comes from the fact that the scenes are pretty cultured, if you know what I mean. We're going to go ahead and skip Claudette looking beautiful right there. And a lot of the waifus are well endowed. And there's also a lot of variety, if you know what I mean. There's Bondos in here, no H scenes for them. All right, so this is going to be our overworld map on where we're going to be fighting, right? Let's go ahead and switch up some of the unit placements right here. And you can actually switch up units who are going to be on the field, based off of what you drag and whatnot. Place my healers back there, and then we're going to go ahead and select battle. So how this works is you can select the speed and whether it goes on auto. We're going to go ahead and place our unit right here so she doesn't get absolutely, clobbered with all of the units right there. I would say another word, but it might not be too tasteful. And as you can see, there's 2 units on each party. So if you're wondering why that is, 1 unit is the main unit, 1 is the support. Similar to the Languisher gameplay where 1 unit is going to be the main attacker, like the one with the more skills, and then the other one is more of like a cavalry, and they just provide, extra oomph to the team, right? So as you can see there, we are doing the fights and the gameplay. I like it quite a bit. There is a lot of thought put into it, even though it doesn't look that crazy as you can see. So right now we could cast a skill if we want to. I'm going to go ahead and hit the orc in the back because we have an advantage towards that. We can see Thor's hammer going crazy. And there we go. We did 610 damage right there in the back. And we can attack again. We're at a disadvantage, but hey, it should be enough to take out the opponent right here. That is the goal. What's weird is I'm not sure how the damage multipliers exactly work. Like it says I have 119 damage capable, but we do 462. I'm not sure how the math turns out on that one, but there it is, right? And then right here, we're going to go ahead and select our healing waifu right here, and we're going to cast a heal. No, we're not going to cast the big heal. Actually, we're just going to cast a normal heal right there, use the skill. So you have 2 skills. You have your main skill and your support skill. That's why the bigger button, I could have another attack and whatnot. And we're going to go ahead and stand by. Very simplistic, but at the same time, this is how tactical RPGs are. If I went balls to the walls and I just let Galahad die, I would definitely not be successful on this stage. So I'm just going to do the low and slow burn until I can get there. So do you think this gameplay is for you? Is it too slow? Is it not fast paced enough? It can be very fast paced if you just get the strongest units we'll be talking about a little bit later, like Nero and then Lubu. The reason for that is they have talents that let them do more attacks within a single phase. So we're going to go ahead and do this attack right here against the tree dudes, and we'll take them out. Very nice. And now we can go into a more, offensive situation because we just have more capabilities where we can actually take people out. So we're going to go ahead and take out the treesies right there. So we're going to do one of these. Hopefully we can take them without completely getting owned. So we did 1,049. We have the initiative. That is super awesome. And then we're going to go ahead and cast a heal Z's on them. So I guess you can technically change the turn order by just selecting and tapping the units. I really like this game, as far as a tactical RPG goes. And that is very rare for an NSFW game. Rise of Eros, the other, NSFW title we've covered on the channel. It was pretty good as a turn-based RPG. But for me, it felt like more of get this waifu and, you could use the Rs and SRs, but there was some limitations on how far I could take them, right? This one, I'm straight up using bare minimum teams, and they're running pretty decently well, and I like that. I just felt like I didn't really have that option in Rise of Eros. But then again, I'm still early into the game, so who am I to judge, and compare the two? But this is also more of my flow of gameplay where it's more methodical, a little bit more thought provoking in some cases. And we should have a dub fairly soon. So we're going to go ahead and set it to auto. So we won the battle. I skipped this part because it was taking a little bit too long. While slow and methodical was really nice, you guys don't need to see that much gameplay in a sense. If you guys want it, maybe I could, do a live stream of this game, but there's definitely gonna be a lot of things that we're gonna be censoring, right? So let's go back into like the main hub area, right? So right here, the quest, there's gonna be subquests where you can get shards of different characters and very familiar UI with Princess Connect, right? If you jump back, there's also SP quest. There's gonna be the 4 evil gods to the right-hand side. That's gonna be your gear dungeon. Treasure drops, your gold dungeon. Comical cake, that is going to be where you give cake to get cake from your waifus, if you know what I mean. If you don't look it up because that's weird. Okay, so cut cake, you give them and you get affection and it unlocks the H scene. And then we also have the warrior right here who's going to be giving us the EXP material. All right, so that is relatively straightforward right there. Let's go into characters and talk about upgrades and something you should avoid. So we have Galahad right here. You can go ahead and enhance her levels. We saw the EXP material copper. One thing to note is there's the enhance board right here. This is very sensitive. The resources to upgrade the enhance board is hard to get. So only upgrade the characters you're willing to commit to. And then we have equipment right here. Nothing like Princess Connect. You auto equip and you get that from mostly the equipment farming unlocked at chapter 40, also known as stage 40. All right, now we're here on the main hub area. Pretty straightforward. You have like your missions and everything, do your dailies, achievements, whatnot. Can be a little bit annoying with the sense that there is a lot of fluff when it comes to the menu and the things that you can collect. But at the same time, it's good to note that it's decently free to play friendly. And then once you jump over into the story, that's where we get into the fun bits, right? If you go into main, you can see that I have level 10 on Rasputin. And what that means is melt the ice. That's going to be the H scene. And you can unlock H scenes by giving them gifts or giving them cake. All right, so if I give them, how much is this? 15 cake, right? I'll be getting level 4 affection. And then if I give them, how much half cake? I think it's like 25 roughly. Yeah, 28 or 26 for here. Then Asclepius will have her cake affection scene unlocked. And you can go from there. If you wanted me to grade the H scenes and the quality, I think they're pretty good. And yeah, you'll definitely get one-handed content out of it. Let's jump into the shop right here. This is going to be where you're going to be looking at pay gem and packs and stuff, right? So pay gems are going to be using Nutaku Gold. I don't recommend doing that. If you want to know the breakdowns, 490 is like $4.90, 3000 is $30. I don't recommend spending money on NSFW games because their life cycle is kind of short. I'll be honest with you guys. But yeah, that covers most of the basics with this game and the mistakes to avoid. Let's go ahead and jump right into the best units and the reroll stuff, right? So recommended units right here, the ones to get are going to be Lubu, like we covered earlier, and then Nero, and then also Siegfried. So in case we want to jump into those characters a little bit more, go into details right here in the Gacha section. Siegfried, her Dragon's Blood armor when battling on an ally turn, she gets buffs, and then on after battle, she gets other buffs. She still does like damage recovered, and she has other abilities where she can recover HP, Bloody Blade, which is really cool. We also have Nero right here. She's going to have Tyrant's Feast where she moves and she gets buffs, and after battle, she can move again. Sort of like a standard horse unit, like ideal, but the thing is, it's not like she's going to be attacking again, just moving. Hard aggression before battle, increase attacks, and she deals 1x more damage, right? And then we also have Lubu right here, our ninja waifu. And you can see she has Barrage, deals extra damage. Horse Whisper, if she kills someone, she can act again. So that is really cool. So she can, do some sweeping on the field if she can one-shot some folks. So that's what makes them awesome. We also have some supports. Let's cover them really quick. The best one is Apollon or Apollo. And you can see her right here, Apollo. She is going to do Sunlight Harmony, removes 2 debuffs from all allied units within range and plus 30% attack. That's really good. Not a lot of people can do the debuff removal. Plus 5% own damage, and then more battle damage, defense, resistance, all this stuff, right? I don't want to cover it too much, but all you need to know is that those are the recommended units. This is going to be the paid gacha right here, and it kind of sucks because I have no paid money, so I can't do the summonies. And here's going to be our normal gacha, right? So you can, or the pickup gacha, should I say. Pickup gacha is where you're going to be doing most of your summons. The normal gacha, this is going to be where you can collect as bondos, and it's a different currency. But let's go ahead and jump into like the summoning bits and just talk about my thoughts in this game, and also take a look at the summon animations and just rate everything, right? So as you can see, our fairy waifu, she throws her hands up into the sky, and this is going to be the summon animation. I think it's pretty premium for an NSFW game. I have to say it once again. This is a premium NSFW title, and that's why people are talking about it, or at least I am talking about, and why I love it. We got Nikke right there, a new R support. And if you're wondering what's the difference between a support and a main, you guys saw it earlier where the main is going to be the one that dies last and going to be dealing a majority of the damage during the combat phases. And then the support is just going to be applying buffs, and they're just mainly there to help out the main unit. They're not going to be doing as much. We got a gold right here. Who is it going to be? Can you glow rainbow? This is going to be really cool. Sugawara no Mikazane. Ooh, okay, that's her name. I'm pretty sure I butchered the pronunciation, but just note, English isn't my first language that I was born to learn. It's actually Tagalog because I'm Filipino. But at the end of the day, I enjoy the English language. And shout out to all the Filipino people, all the Pinoys out there. Let's talk about like my overall thoughts. So with this one, I created a little write-up. Where this game shines is the fact that it is a NSFW title that is not utter garbage. Monetization and gameplay wise, a lot of the Nutaku titles are blatant cash grabs with little to no effort on their UI and gameplay. Here you have UI, gameplay, voice acting, voice acted, decent H scenes compared to other games. I won't say this will be my next main game, but something to ease the flow of time until Nikke or GFL Neural Cloud releases. Also, we got SR support, Leonardo da Vinci, or actually the main. That is really cool. She's actually a pretty great character. I'm getting lucky on these single pulls compared to like my 10 pulls earlier. But yeah, if I could keep it short with you, I recommend this game just because it's decent enough to worth playing, right? A lot of gachas these days. Like, why don't I put out more videos? Because there's so many trash mobile games and trash gacha out there, and a lot of them just don't feel worthy of making a video. Like the fact that this one actually has a Google Doc, there's an actual community based off of the JP stuff, that should speak volumes on whether it's going to be successful or not. We have a different animation, it feels almost, for this summon. No, it's the same. So it's going to be a blue, and yeah, I wish that was a rainbow. It is what it is. We got Rasputin there, one of my favorite big booba nun waifus. But yeah, in the end of it, this is a horny game, so let's be honest with ourselves. And the reason why I like it is the fact that the waifus just look really good, and there's H scenes in it, and it's pretty damn cultured. And I'll give it my recommendations because it hits that tactical RPG feel that I've been looking for these days. But anyways, if you made it this far in today's video, consider subscribing, dropping a like, leaving a comment, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. We'll see at 40,000 subs, we're doing a giveaway. If you want to see my face, follow me on Instagram. If you're wondering what I've been working on, it's my cosplay stuff. TwitchCon is this weekend, so I'm going to be going there. I'm going to be cosplaying. Hope to see you there. If not, have a good one and take care. See ya.